Quick reminder before we go any further that this is not a compositing class. If you'd like to learn compositing, you can do that in one of my other courses as seen here. But for now, we will be doing something pretty cool. You ready? Here goes. So, how many of you guys have heard of the 5 W's and 1 H before? I'm seeing invisible hands being raised. Okay, let's begin with the first W. What? So, what is Nuke? Well, quite simply, Nuke is a compositing software popular in visual effects studios all over the world. It is node-based, which basically means that instead of putting your work in layers in a hierarchy, it is structured more organically and grows from a root or a seed, kind of like a plant. And if this still sounds confusing, we have an entire lesson dedicated to explaining this concept, so no worries on that. Next, where did Nuke come from? The Foundry, who also creates other plugins such as stereoscopic compositing plugins, depth, and even virtual reality compositing plugins, are the dudes who created and distributed the Nuke you know today. Now, a bit of a history lesson. It's just in case you would like to know. Nuke was created in 1993. And here's something else even more entertaining than my wonderful voice. A full and detailed breakdown of Nuke's birth and timeline in this infographic right here. In fact, I'm going to put this as an external link for y'all to click and read up on it for those history buffs. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like understanding the history of tables, chairs, and stuff like that. So, if that got you all excited, you might be wondering, now, when is a good time to transition from After Effects to Nuke or to pick Nuke up? The answer? Anytime. As long as you are open-minded and keen to learn, any time is a good time to pick up Nuke, because Nuke will most likely be around for a long time in the visual effects industry. So, who uses Nuke, for example? Well, we have the titans in the field like ILM, Digital Domain, Framesaw, and also very small firms or startups as well. Many major visual effects studios out there, in fact, I would estimate at least 80% of the studios out there, predominantly use Nuke. Even freelancing visual effects artists at times, though to be frank, it is costlier, so they tend to lean towards the free, non-commercial version of Nuke. And of course, with all that being said, you might still be wondering, okay, why use Nuke? Firstly, node-based compositing allows for more complex effects to be done, and as mentioned earlier, plenty of studios use it, so you have plenty of work opportunities too. Nuke is a form of higher level compositing, which also tends to lead to a higher level of learning and applying your compositing skills. Okay, now, how do you get Nuke? That is what the next lesson is for. We will cover how to download your free version of Nuke and also the different types of Nuke available for artists and technicians. But wait, before you hop on over, it's survey time! Very briefly, just so that I could help you better as well, I would like to find out how new you are to Nuke, and have you heard of it before taking this course? And for the more advanced students of compositing, how do you currently do compositing? Which software? Go ahead, post your thoughts, comments, and responses on the Q&A board. I guarantee you that I read and reply to every one of your responses.